Well, it's been quite some time. How's it going, guys? Welcome back to the channel. It's Oceans Reviews here today. Back again after 6 months. 6 months of no videos, essentially. I'm sure some of you guys have some questions as to why I've been gone for so long and what I've been up to, and maybe not. I don't know. Maybe you don't care. That's fine as well. But for the people that do care, at least, yeah, essentially it just came down to I didn't have enough time, to make videos in those past months. Other things took priority for that sort of that length of time, like work, what have you, like general life stuff. And, it was sort of a bit of a trade-off. I had to trade a few things that I like doing regularly to, for things like, just whatever it is, things like that, just work stuff, etc. And that was, it was pretty much like that for the majority of the time. But that doesn't mean that I've stopped, collecting movies, watching TV shows, even going to CEX. I've still been doing all those things. So I am still just as much as a movie lover as I was back then. It hasn't really been a long time. I feel like it has been quite a while, but, I don't know. It is what it is. So I'm going to start getting into the gist of making videos again. Maybe try to be as frequent as I can, but we'll see how we go. I think maybe like, I don't know, every so often, every week, maybe I'll try to get down and get a video out every week. I think that's a good standard. Or and then maybe lives like trickled in between, because lives are very easy to do just because you can jump on and you don't have to do any prior like editing or anything like that of your video. You can just jump on your live and just have a chat, talk about stuff. And I think those are a lot more flexible than making videos sometimes. So I think, we'll pick those up again, because I enjoy doing lives. They're just fun. Although I do like making videos as well. I like editing and making videos. It's just they were very time costly. They were just, it'd take me like maybe 2 hours to get a video prepared and things like that. But I don't know, I think things are a bit different now, so we'll see how we go. Anyway, I wanted to make this video because I think it's kind of fun, kind of exciting, but I wanted to make a video about everything I've picked up since my last video. So we're going to go through everything I picked up from either CEX, JB Hi-Fi, op shops, things like that since my last video. Now, it's been quite some time, so you're probably thinking like, oh, he's picked up a lot. This is going to be a two-parter video. But I don't think so. It's not a huge amount, but it's definitely been keeping me busy for the meantime. And I'm about to show you. I'm about to show you literally everything I got in the past 6 months. So let's get started. So first movie I got, I swear I had it, but maybe I didn't. But it's probably my favorite movie with The Rock in it. And that is Welcome to the Jungle with The Rock and what's his name? Sean William Scott. He's like from American Pie and stuff like that. He's a lot of fun. I really enjoy this movie. This is probably one of those movies that I revisit quite often with The Rock in it. Everything else I don't really touch that often. But this one is a lot of fun. I really enjoy this movie. And I thought I had it at some point. Maybe I do. I don't think so. So I just ended up buying it because I saw it at CEX one day. It was a cheap price. So I wanted to add it to the collection, whether or not I had it already. Because this movie's fantastic and it has a lot of rewatchability for me, at least. So we got that. Welcome to the Jungle. I think that was like $2 at my local CEX. Now you're going to see the trend again of where I don't take stickers off my movies when I buy them. Then we got Death Race. Not too familiar with the second and the third movie, but for a little while there, I've been on a bit of a Jason Statham sort of stint. Like I've been watching his watching his movies, and things like that. So that obviously led me to buy this. I have seen Death Race quite a few times already. It's just a fun action flick to just to put on. I think it's got a really cool concept. It's been done quite a bit in similar ways before, this sort of concept, but I like it. I think it's pretty cool, and it's a pretty cool action film just to get into and have a bit of fun with. So I'm happy to have this to the collection. I don't think I'll end up getting into the other films, the Death Race ones. I'm not really a massive fan of those. I think they're probably not as good, because I'm pretty sure they don't have Jason Statham in it. Tell me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure they don't at all. So the first one is fine just for now. Also another film that I needed to watch for quite some time. I didn't watch it in the cinema, but I picked it up at JB Hi-Fi for a really cheap price of like $7, and that is The Flash. So I'm not sure if this movie was well received or not. I did watch it. I'm not too sure about it. I liked it. I thought it was fun. It was cool to see some familiar faces again, but it was just alright. I'm not sure if it's something that I'll go back to anytime soon. I don't think they achieved what they originally envisioned. For the film, I don't know. I felt like there was a lot missing there that should have been in there, that was told to us beforehand, before released. I don't know. I didn't really follow this film that closely when it was coming out and things like that, but I knew I wanted to watch it at some point. It was just okay. It was fun. It was a bit of fun. I didn't take it too seriously. I'm not like a diehard DC fan. But I didn't, set off any fireworks or nothing like that. It wasn't crazy. But it was good for what it was. It gave me some entertainment, and that's what it did, so it got my money's worth at least in that case. And it was cheap, so that's the only reason I bought it as well. It was $7 at JB Hi-Fi. They had some massive sale over Christmas and stuff like that, just a big sale. So took advantage. Got another film. I didn't have this in the collection, but it is The Nun, the first film. Haven't seen the second one. This film I've watched it once, and I'll probably watch it once only. It was okay. It's not too bad. I do enjoy the Conjuring universe, so I do like my Annabelles and the Conjuring films and things like that. I'm a big fan of. This film wasn't fantastic, but found this steelbook at CEX for $3. It's not the best looking steelbook by any means, but for $3 I'll take it. And I didn't have the film in the collection already, so I just grabbed it. I saw it, I was like, you know what, $3, that is pretty cool, I'll buy this. That's about it. I'm probably not going to watch it, but I will watch the second one at some point. Yeah. And we got this film called Columbiana. Now this was quite interesting. I remember watching this on streaming at some point. And I remember liking it, but then I forgot about it. So yeah, I saw it at CEX and I was like, this film, I remember it being quite good, so I wanted to revisit it again. And so I bought it. It was like $3 at CEX. From what I remember, I enjoyed it, but I don't remember it. So I need to watch it again. But just like a cool little action flick, I think. And then we've got The Butterfly Effect. This is one that I really did enjoy. This reminded me a lot of Donnie Darko. Definitely gives you a lot of Donnie Darko vibes in this film. But I really enjoyed it. It's the only film that I'll watch that has Ashton Kutcher in it. All of his other stuff that he's in is just garbage, and I won't watch it. But this film, I'll watch. He's quite good in this, and I enjoyed his performance in this one. But yeah, I wanted to watch this film again. I also wanted to show this film to my partner as well, because it's one of those films that's like, it's really cool, it's mysterious, it's a bit thrilling, it's a bit crazy, and it's just something out of the ordinary. It's a bit of a wild card movie. Kind of gives you like sort of like Zodiac vibes as well. And I really like the Zodiac, like Zodiac, Donnie Darko vibes. I don't know, it's a bit dark, it's mysterious, it's just good. Like, it sets the mood perfectly. Then we got, I haven't unwrapped this because I've already watched it twice, and when I want to watch it again, I'll unwrap it again, or I'll unwrap it and then watch it again. But we got Evil Dead Rise. Bought this from JB Hi-Fi. So they had a 2 for $20 sale on at around Christmas time, and it was like 2 for $20, and then they had like an additional 30% off on all like Blu-rays after that. So it came down to like, I don't know, like $7 per movie. I got The Flash as a part of that deal as well. So yeah, Evil Dead Rise. I know a lot of people didn't really like it just because it was like a rehashed, reused concept again. There was nothing really new with it, but I enjoyed it. I thought the gore was really good, the horror was really good. Yeah, if you're into all that sort of stuff, like the gore and blood and guts and stuff, I'm not crazy about it, but like, you know, it was good. It was a good horror film. I like that. I do like the concept. I don't mind if it's reused. But I think next time round, I'm happy to welcome something else, like something different when they make another entry into this sort of franchise. But happy to have this film in the collection, Evil Dead Rise. I do like my horror stuff, so had to have it. And then we got another movie, a part of that sort of deal. We got Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse. Yeah, this was a good film. It was really good. Ticked all the boxes for me. There's no if, buts, or maybes about it. I have nothing bad to say about it. It was just a really good movie. It was fun. It was colourful, action-packed, really cool, lovable characters in it. Some awesome scenes. And yeah, it's just a good film. It's definitely better than the first one, at least in my opinion. I enjoyed this a lot more than the first movie. So yeah, I really wanted it, and I got it for this 2 for $20, 30% off deal at JB. Couldn't go wrong really with this one. They're really good films, the animated Spider-Man ones. Next we have, so if you guys remember me I used to like, well, I still do, my Studio Ghibli animated movies. I love them, I adore them, I think they're fantastic. And one that I've been eyeing for as long as I can remember is Grave of the Fireflies. Now this one I've heard some really good things about. It's a really good film, but it's also really sad. It's set during World War II, like in Japan or something rather, and so I'm not too sure what it's about. Like, I don't really know what it will be. I mean, I'm assuming it's going to be revolving around the war and everything, but as you can tell, I haven't watched it yet. But I've been eyeing it off for such a long time, and I didn't think they actually stocked this movie in Australia. I thought it was something that I'd have to get imported from overseas, so I never bit the bullet and I never bought it. But then I decided just to get it. So Grave of the Fireflies. And actually, by the way, I was proven wrong. It was at JB Hi-Fi. I found it one day. So I didn't get it imported. But yeah, I found it one day and I was like, whoa, wow, what the hell? It's here. They have it. So I had to buy it. Like, Grave of the Fireflies, I'm still building up my Studio Ghibli collection because I just think they're fantastic animated films. I always find myself thinking about the Studio Ghibli films just because of how different they are compared to everything else. Every other mainstream media, movie, or anything else that you watch these days, nothing compares. It's just fantastic. Do yourself a favor and get into some Studio Ghibli stuff. So a part of that 2 for $20 deal, they had some really cool, like, Bruce Lee movies. And I just had to grab them because I really like Enter the Dragon. That's one that I already have and I used to watch consistently. Like, I used to revisit that film a lot, Enter the Dragon. And I saw a bunch of these other ones. It was like, Enter the Dragon was like the only kung fu film I'd watch ever. Like, I've never really ventured into the genre that much. I haven't really thought about it, or I haven't really thought about getting into it. But I saw all these like really cheap Bruce Lee films. I'm like, well, this is like pretty cool. I should get these and start getting into a bit more like kung fu stuff. So we got Bruce Lee in The Big Boss. So this is a release by Umbrella Entertainment. It comes in this really cool slipcover, slipcase thing, and it comes with like art cards and things like that. If you guys want to see this release and these releases a bit closely, just let me know. But it looks like they were going out of print because I read somewhere on Facebook that they were getting rid of these type of releases for Bruce Lee and things like that. But yeah, it's called the Films of Fury line. So I have seen them before, but they've just never been a cheap price for me to pick them up. But yeah, so we got The Big Boss, and then we got Fist of Fury. Got this one. It comes with some sort of art card as well, which I haven't really taken a closer look at. So this one is still sealed. I haven't opened this one yet. But yeah, Fist of Fury, sorry. This one I did open and I watched as well, The Big Boss, which was okay. It wasn't too bad, but I prefer Enter the Dragon. And then we got The Way of the Dragon. So same deal, same release. Comes with some sort of art card as well, something like that. So yeah, we got those three. There's a line of them. I'm pretty sure there's maybe 5 or 6 of these films to collect. I'm not too sure, but if I come across the others, I might pick them up at some point. As I said, you guys know that I'm a big fan of horror and the Insidious or Conjuring universe. So I picked up Insidious: The Red Door. This is one that I wanted to watch in the cinema, but I never got around to it. So I just picked it up on release because I really like these films. I really like Patrick Wilson. The man is in this film, so I had to pick it up. You know, I love Patrick Wilson in the Conjuring films. I think he's fantastic, perfect for that sort of role. This film in particular wasn't as good. It was all right. It was okay. You know, it was fine. Not something that I'll revisit again anytime soon. But the original, the first and the second, maybe in the third film, I'd probably watch more frequently than this one. But you know, it was good. It was good for what it was. It wasn't too bad. It was all right. So we got Insidious: The Red Door, trying to lift up the horror collection, I guess, always. So these ones, I didn't have them in the collection already, and there was a phase there between Halloween, so October last year, and like Christmas, where I got right into Resident Evil. Like, I got really deep into Resident Evil. I was playing the games, I was watching the movies, I was getting right into Resident Evil. So I played through. If you guys are interested in games, you know, stay here and listen. But I played through Resident Evil 2 the remake. Resident Evil 2 the remake, Resident Evil 3 the remake, and we played Resident Evil 4 the remake, and then I played Resident Evil, what was it called again? Village? Yes, Village, that's it. played through Resident Evil Village, and they were just all fantastic games. And I was like, oh, I want more. These Resident Evil games were just amazing. Like, that was so good. I'm getting off track, but I noticed like that I didn't have the Resident Evil films in my collection. And I know a lot of people do not like these movies and they think they're garbage and things like that. And yeah, I understand that. That's fine. But I enjoy them, like, for what they are. I think they're a lot of fun. So we got Afterlife, Resident Evil Afterlife, and we got Resident Evil Apocalypse. Apocalypse in the little slip cover as well, little side slip cover thing. And then we got Retribution. I know there is some really cool steelbooks you can get of these films as well. And then Extinction. Extinction, I don't think I've watched a whole lot, so I might watch this one next. I don't remember if I've seen this. I think I maybe seen it once. But yeah, no, I know those films are not highly regarded, and they're not fantastic, but what do you do? Like, I enjoy them. I think I get a lot of fun out of them, and a lot of rewatchability. But the games are fantastic. If you haven't played the games, I highly recommend the games. If you're a gamer, I know some of you guys are, definitely play the games. They are fantastic. Next film, we got another horror film. One that I missed in the cinema, but I heard a lot of buzz about. Like, it was buzzing, this movie, when it came out, and I heard a lot about it, and a lot of people were giving it really good reviews, and then I found out it actually came from my country, Australia, the film, and that is Talk to Me. This was pretty good. Like, I haven't seen a decent horror film that's done something different in quite some time. I mean, it goes in a direction as you would expect, right? But the concept was really cool. I really enjoyed it. The horror was fantastic. There was some pretty, like, gruesome, like, just full-on scenes, like, very, like, what do you call it? Like, confronting scenes. That's the word I was looking for. And it was just a good film. I really enjoyed it. I thought it was great. I definitely recommend watching this one. And I'm happy that it comes out of, my country, Australia, because I feel like sometimes there's not a lot of good things that come from my country specifically. So it's good to see, like, something coming from my country, once in a while, something good, you know what I mean? Like, it's good to see. It's nice to see. But this has come from Umbrella Entertainment. And, well, this release, at least. But the film's fantastic. They're bringing out a second one as well at some point, which I will be watching because I really liked it. Then we've got a little collection here. These films I used to adore as a kid. These things I used to watch just day in, day out, all the time. Like, I was just addicted to these movies. And then I saw that they were doing a Blu-ray release of them. They were, like, nowhere to be seen for, like, the longest time. There was, like, a DVD release at some point, but they were, I don't know, I didn't want to get them on DVD. I wanted to get them on Blu-ray or something like that, and I was so happy to see that they came to Blu-ray, and we got the Three Ninjas 4-film collection. Now, I haven't seen the first film. I'm not really too familiar with that one, but the other ones, Kick Back, Knuckle Up, and High Noon at Mega Mountain, were the ones I used to watch just profusely as a kid, just all the time, just a lot, like, and I used to love them. So I guess I lied. Bruce Lee Enter the Dragon wasn't the only Kung Fu movie I watched. But these ones are really good. I just brings back a lot of memories. It's very nostalgic. It's just awesome. These movies are fantastic. And I know some of you guys have probably watched these back in the day. But they're just good. They're really good. And I'm happy to have them on Blu-ray finally in the collection. I'm really happy to have this release. I bought it like day one when it came out. I saw it and I was like, oh, I have to have it. I just have to have it. There's no way about it. Like, so yeah, Three Ninjas. And then we got this one. This was a part of this 2 for $20 deal. But this series came down to $7, and that is The Adventures of Batman. So this was a part of that like Christmas sale that I was talking about at some point during between like Christmas and November sort of thing. Yeah, so I'm not really too familiar with the Batman TV show stuff, like the animated stuff, but I've been getting into it. There's one that I've been watching on Netflix at the moment. I did try and see if they had a physical release for that one specifically, but it looks like they don't, which is disappointing, or I might have to get it imported, maybe. But I got this one as well. So this one I'm not really too familiar with. Obviously, this is not something I grew up with, like animated Batman, really, but something I want to get into. So we got that, The Adventures of Batman. Then we're going to get into some 4Ks and some other special bits. We're nearing the end now, so bear with me. We got Meg 2, The Trench. As I said, for that time, I had like a bit of a Jason Statham sort of spiel, and I really wanted to, you know, get the Meg because I really liked the first one. I thought it was a lot of fun. I know it's just silly fun, but it's just I had a blast with the first movie. I just thought it was great. So I wanted to get the second one. Second one was good. It was all right, but it just, you know, it just wasn't good. There's something about it. I don't know. I can't really pinpoint it. I think it just got a bit too silly, or I don't know, maybe a bit too silly. I don't know, I can't really pinpoint where it went wrong, to be honest. But you know, it was fun for what it was. So you're probably wondering, why did I get it on 4K? I don't know, it was at CEX and it was cheap, and I had a voucher, so there you go. That's why I got it on 4K. And then for Christmas, as a Christmas birthday present, I got Oppenheimer. So I really love my World War II biopic stuff. So I was very interested in this film. Disappointed that I missed it in the theater, but I wanted to grab it. It's also one that I haven't seen yet since. I've been sort of savoring it for a special like afternoon or night. I don't know. I've just been saving it for like the perfect evening, because I know it's just going to be a fantastic film, and I want to be like fully invested and fully just like focused, like because there's some films that I can flick on and just like, you know, just be silly and just half watch it and have a bit of fun with it. But this one I sort of want to take it all in as much as possible on my first viewing. So I've been waiting for a good time to watch it. But you know, I got that. I'm really happy I have this now. I'm going to be watching it at some point. But Oppenheimer. And then this is a steelbook that I've been wanting for the longest time. I know a lot of people are not a massive fan of the film in particular, but I think the steelbook is amazing. Like, it's definitely my favorite steelbook out of my whole like steelbook collection. And I'm happy I have it, because I remember JB Hi-Fi took it off the shelves and I fully regretted it. I was like, oh, I should have picked it up. Like, I should have bought it. I regretted it completely. But it's Venom, Let There Be Carnage, the steelbook. Like, the art on this thing is insane. I didn't mind the movie as well. I thought it was okay, but the art, like, just check that out. Like, come on, you can't tell me that this doesn't look good, this steelbook. Like, it's a very nice steelbook, lots of detail. I know there's probably a bit of glare, sorry about that, but yeah, I got it in this plastic sort of protecting. Sorry about that, guys. The camera stopped recording because it got full. But yeah, as much as all I said, yeah, fantastic art. Movie's not bad, but you know, fantastic art. Then we got another steelbook of Transformers: Rise of the Beasts. We got this at CEX one day, and I just thought, you know what, the steelbook's cool. I'm gonna buy it. So I bought it. As far as the movie goes, wasn't the biggest fan. It was alright, but it's not something I'll watch anytime soon. It wasn't too bad. I don't know. Maybe I will watch it again at some point, but I don't know. The steelbook's cool. I'm trying to get more into the Transformers franchise as much as possible, but there's just too much to get into. Like, there's just a lot of different franchises that I'd love to get into and experience and learn more about, like the lore and everything, but it just takes so much time. And then we got this little cool tin thing. I saw it at CEX the other day, so this is probably my most recent pickup. This Godfather Part 3 Blu-ray tin release. I just thought it was cool, and it was $2.50, so I picked it up. I know you guys aren't a massive fan of the film and you think it's garbage, some of you at least, but I just really wanted it because I like tinned stuff and like steelbooky type things. Now we've got a few collections here, and then I'm going to wrap up the video because I feel like this video has gone on for way too long. So a franchise that I have been getting into as of recently, and I've been watching. I know some of you guys are massive fans of this sort of character or franchise. It is the James Bond collection. Hell yeah. This thing is fantastic. You know what? Sean Connery at the moment is my favorite, or my favorite James Bond at the moment. They're just great. Like so far I've watched from Dr. No to Goldfinger, and from Russia with Love. And they were so good. Like, I just thought they were amazing. I love them. Like, they're just so good, these films. I just think they're great. This box set is awesome. It comes with 24 of the films, up to like Spectre or something like that. Daniel Craig's Spectre. It's just fantastic. I love the box set. I know there is another really cool Blu-ray one that you can buy, but that one is not really readily available anymore. So I had to opt out for this, and I had to get this imported because the Australian price for this one is just disgusting. Like, it's more than like almost pushing like $200 just for the box set. And I got this from the UK for $60. Like, the price difference is insane. So $60 compared to $200, that is just full on. So I was happy to get that. I just had to wait a little while. I had to wait like 3 weeks or something. But it's not the first time that I've ordered something from the UK either. And the last but not least, something I was eyeing off for a very long time as well, and something that I've been wanting to get into for some time, but I just wanted to wait for this box set instead of buying all the films individually, and that is the Batman animated collection, or the 80th 18 film collection. So it comes with like a bunch of like animated Batman films. I'm sure you guys have seen this box set floating around. So I'll go through the list. It comes with Batman Gotham Knight, Batman Year One, Batman Under the Red Hood, Batman Bad Blood, Batman vs. Robin, Son of Batman, Batman The Dark Knight Returns Part 1 and Part 2, Batman Assault on Arkham, Batman The Killing Joke, Batman and Harley Quinn, which I already have, so that's the only one that I have separately. Batman Gotham by Gaslight, Batman Ninja, Batman Return of the Caped Crusaders, Batman Mask of the Phantasm, Batman Mystery of the Batwoman, Superman and Batman are Public Enemies, and Superman and Batman Apocalypse. 18 film collection. I'm pretty sure it comes with also some sort of like bonus disc as well, which is pretty cool. So you're probably thinking, oh, that's awesome, Daniel. Have you watched any? No, I haven't. But you know, it's there. It's there. It's readily available whenever I feel like I want to jump into some more of these Batman animated films. I'm happy to, and I'm keen to do that. So there you go, guys. That's literally everything I've bought or I've picked up in the past, 6 months, over Christmas period, you know, through like Halloween, I think. Yeah, like sales, CEX trips, there's not a lot. I feel like there'd be a lot more, but it's actually not a whole lot. But I'm going to make these videos a bit more consistent now. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. This video has been long enough as is. So I'm going to cut it there, but let me know, guys, down below what you think of these films, if there's anything you like, if there's anything you recommend, or like, you know, just whatever. Just leave a comment down below as per usual. Just, you know, I love to see people commenting and talking about movies and things that we love, but also think about what you'd like to see from me as well, like in terms of videos. In the coming weeks or so, I do have a few ideas in mind of a few things that I've, you know, been looking at, or just things I've been getting into or whatever, for the past how long. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'll see you in the next one.